gonna try and make this a quick one. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to a new video. In this one, I'm gonna be talking about a concept that can literally solve, if you can extrapolate this, solve every single one of your guys' problems, not just in terms of growing online as a musician, but I kid you not, in getting anything you want as quickly as possible. And you do that simply just by minimizing the time between thought and action, minimizing the time between the two until ideally there's zero latency in between. But just by minimizing that time in between, you can get anything you want like that. And let me tell you where I originally got this from. So I do the story thing. So back in 2024, just before I turned 20, I got flown out to New York City by the company I was using to basically host my guitar academy on. And basically there was a kid there. I say a kid, that's such a condescending term, but there was a guy there, and he was, at the time, he would have been like 16. His name's Daniel Bisson. He's really big in the make money online space. I didn't quite know him at the time, but he was making like literally $500,000 a month. I'm not even joking. Look him up on Instagram. He's huge on Instagram, on YouTube. $500,000 a month with his companies. And I remember he put on his Instagram one time a comment on one of his YouTube videos just saying, dude, the only difference between this guy and other guys is literally the time he's taken out or minimized the time between thought and execution. And that got, like, I don't know why, but I just read that, I was like, holy hell, that is so true. Guys, think about it. Think about when you've had a thought come to mind and you're like, oh damn, actually, you know what, this is actually kind of like not usually what I do, kind of outside my comfort zone, but you do it anyway. You take action on it. You talk to that girl, you go on that trip, you book this certain thing, you do this certain event that you're not used to doing. I swear 9 times out of 10 you come back with like a story that lasts you a lifetime, or shit has changed, right? Now, how does this relate to everything? Well, let me tell you this. I think most of you musicians watching this, like, you want to grow online, you know what to do. You already know what to do. Most of you guys, you have an idea on what you want to do, but you're still in this phase here of, you've had the thought, so you know what to do, but you haven't taken action yet. What if every single, not every single, what if every single like productive thought you have, you instantly take action on? Do you know how powerful you would be? Do you know how, I wouldn't even say productive, because that's not even like a good term here, how just, dude, oh my gosh, do you know how powerful you would be with that? Point is, guys, most of you musicians, you know what to do, but you just haven't taken action with it. Or at least you know what to do, but you take so long to do it. You take so long. You know you need to do it this way, so you need to know you know what, doing a song cover of this idea, or doing a video of like doing this idea, that would be a sick one. You have the thought, but then you take like you go on an action famine. I'm gonna use that for now, that's such a good term. You go on an action famine where you're just devoid of action and there's no speed to it. There's no speed. You take so long to do it, and eventually you get it out. And it's a net W. You've made a gross, it's a gross W, it's a net W, and you've came out more productive on the other side of that. But you could have had that way earlier. And let me tell you another story. The only regret I really have, this is story, sure. The only regret I really have in terms of anything music, and I get asked this a lot, this keeps on coming up, like people keep on asking me, dude, do you have any regrets? Would you do anything differently? And you know, I've been posting music online for 3 and a bit years now. Yeah, YouTube for about 3 years. I say I've been posting on YouTube for 3 years. I have like 20 uploads, but still, I have 70k on YouTube. That's pretty sick. Anyways, I'm literally just distracting myself from my own bragging, but I've been posting on music online for a while. People ask me, do I have any regrets? Dead ass. The only regret I have is, I guess maybe not going harder, which is obvious. Like that's an obvious one, not going harder with it. But the biggest one is not starting earlier. Not starting earlier. That's only really the noticeable regret I have. In other words, taking too long thinking about something instead of taking action. Because here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing, a lot of you might not know, but you know, I've been playing guitar for a while, right? You know that bit. But before then, I had so many friends tell me, oh dude, you need to start like a YouTube channel or something. You need to go on Britain's Got Talent. I remember like this happened like 3 times in a row, right? I was playing guitar for my friends. They came around my house, playing the guitar for them. And I was just like goofing around playing some songs, just jamming about. And they were like, oh dude, you know, you need to like start posting on YouTube. You need to start posting on TikTok. Go on Britain's Got Talent, dude. And like every single time, this wasn't even 3 times in a row. I had this my whole time growing up. This is actually so sad. Every time they tell me that, I'm like, yeah, sure, yeah, thanks, appreciate that. And do nothing with the thought. I do nothing about it. And then eventually, this was like when just before I turned 18, I brought my guitar to school because we had a anything but a bag day, you know. It was for like charity and stuff. So I brought my guitar bag to school, and while I was in form, which is like this, not like a proper class, but this like kind of like meeting thing before the proper classes anyways, no one really takes it seriously. So I just got my acoustic guitar out, and I was just playing like background music. I was just playing like chords, and people were actually really vibing with it. I wasn't pissing anyone off. It was just like really nice. I was just playing some nice chords, some fingerstyle, and then like, you know, basically everyone there, and even the teacher, they agreed like, oh, you need to, even I think the teacher actually said this to me, shout out to this teacher, Miss, she said to me, oh, you need to make a TikTok, George. And then when I came home that day, I was like, damn, for like 5 years straight, or however long I've been getting this, everyone has told me, you need to start posting online. Unless they're lying to me for some odd reason. Either they're lying to me for some odd reason, or either maybe I actually should start posting online. Maybe these people, like, where did I get this belief from that spout over my steering wheel? Where did I get this belief from that people are lying to me? I don't know, it doesn't matter. But maybe I should start posting online. The next day, like the next week or so, I made a brand new TikTok account and I started posting every single day, and the rest is history. On that same account, I'm almost at 1 million followers now, like 3 years on. But that's not the important part. The important part, and the part that you guys can take from this video, is that don't be like me and don't think about things for like 5 years and not do anything with that thought, when literally there's a gold mine on the other side. There's literally diamonds on the other side. Oh my gosh, I could have had literally everything. I could have had the sponsors, the following, the clout, the confidence, the status, the money, the brand deals, every like awesome thing like that posting online has got me years earlier, like 2 years earlier. If I would have just taken initiative and as soon as I got the thought of maybe I should start posting online, and just done it, and just, should I use this term? Yeah, fuck it. So me and my friends, I have some other friends who are also into business and sales like me, and we have a term for, we just say sometimes you should just big dick it. Right, you might have heard it sounds so like fucking immature me explaining it, but like you probably heard the term of like big dick energy, and it just means like just taking action, just being a go-getter, just taking action, making risks, making decisions like that. No time for thoughts in between, no latency, just doing it. Dude, if I would have just like manned up and just big dicked it, I could have had like all of this. I mean, it's quite a nice problem to have, to be honest, because I'm 21. But I could have had all of this 2 years earlier, and the only reason why is because I didn't take action. So guys, learn from me, learn from my only proper like regret I have, and not starting earlier. You guys know what to do. Most of you guys, I'd say most of you guys know, or at least have an idea of what to do. Maybe you don't know the full process, but who the fuck cares? Just big dick it. You don't know, like, I think a lot of you guys, you think about like step 99, you haven't even done step 1, you know? But what I say, just big dick it. Just post your first ever shitty fucking video. Doesn't matter how shitty it is. It just matters that you're taking some action. Because that's the biggest bit. And then later on, maybe you can do some thinking. But dude, most, like, how it was for me, it was like 90% thinking, 10% action. Make it 95% action, 5% thinking. How about that? I think, no, what do you mean, how about that? No, that's what's gonna get you to 1 million followers as a musician. Dead ass. But eventually you're gonna get to a point where, okay, you need some theory, right? You need some theory. And this is where you're actually gonna have to probably reach out for some help. You can, like, look, here's the thing. You can only get so far by thinking for yourself and thinking that, like, what got you, how do I say this? What got you to the position where you are now isn't necessarily what's going to get you to the position that you want to get to. Unless you're already at your desired position right now, where you're at 10k, 50k, 100k followers, getting brand deals once a month, you're making a buck with your music page, fantastic. But if you're not there yet, chances are you haven't taken enough action, which is step 1, or also, and this is kind of the same thing, and dude, this is a whole other tangent, but you don't know what your next steps are, and that's fine. That's fine. If you're in that stage, DM me the word steps on my Instagram, linked in the description, and I can sort you out with that. But honestly, most of you guys know what to do. Most of you guys know what to do. And it's just a matter of taking action. If you've been taking action for a while now, but you're not seeing changes, that's a different story. But most of you guys can't relate to that position right now. So guys, I think that's it. Just take action. Stop fucking thinking about shit. The only regret I have is just being a pussy and, why the fuck did I not listen to my friends? I'm thinking back at it now, like, it was so stupid. It's like, it's literally like look, I didn't know any better. I keep it a buck, I didn't know any better, but like, oh my gosh. If I would have listened to my friends back in 2018, did I know this back in 2018? No, TikTok wasn't a thing back then. 2020. Oh, I could have started posting in lockdown. Do you guys see the levels to this concept of how you need to start? You need to, as soon as you get the thought, take action as quickly as possible. Or maybe you already have the thought in your head and it's been lingering for like a couple of years now. You guys just need to take action. Oh my gosh, this is like the epidemic of the world. I've been yapping a lot now. I think my fucking dinner's getting cold. But basically, all I have to say is that all of the best ideas, inventions, innovations, philosophers, they're all ended up in the cemetery, and that's where they'll stay, because they'll just stay as ideas that never were brought to the light. People never took action on them, and I don't want you guys to end up like, I mean, you do what you want. It's none of, ideally, I would like you guys to succeed, but that's not my problem. But if you guys want to, make it big online with your music, you're gonna have to take some action, man. If you're wondering why I'm in the car, not outside like the last one, like, I don't know why, but the UK, it's literally like prime Hurricane Irma. Like, it's just an unfathomable amount of wind. So we're in the car. But let me know what kind of videos you want, what are you guys struggling with, right? That's what I need to make videos on, what you guys are struggling with. And if you're a musician and you really don't know what to do, right, then, as I said a second ago, what got you to where you are now, it's not what's going to get you to where you're trying to get to. So DM me the word steps on my Instagram and I'll see if I can help you out with that. Yeah, I think that's it for this one. Peace out, guys.